things about going back to school is that you've got to get back into the routine of cooking those dinners, and you want them to be easy. So we invited Tansey from Chatelaine Magazine, give her a big hand, to give us a couple of recipe ideas for back to school.
Just gonna relax.
It doesn't have to be the same old every night.
It certainly does not.
Fun and have a little bit of spice, but it can be really easy, right?
It can be really easy, and I'm going to show you two sort of what I would call base recipes that you can put into your repertoire, and then you can just adjust them and play with them. So you're not necessarily having beef stir fry every Tuesday, or have beef stir fry every Tuesday if that's what works for you.
Whatever works for you.
And the great thing I love about both of these dishes is they are completely customizable. Now, I talk to so many moms about, you know, how do I feed my kids, and they won't eat what I make, and yada, 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 and Jimmy won't eat cucumbers, and Sally won't eat peas. What do I do?
Yeah, Jimmy and Sally are picky.
They are picky, but you know what? It's okay.
I have a couple of those.
Kids can be picky. That's all right. They're just figuring stuff out. So they can be picky, but what you don't want to do, of course, nobody wants to be making 3 separate meals, right?
No.
So what you want to do is you want to pick something that you can customize.
Yeah, you can play with a little bit, right?
Exactly, and that's why I love this peanut noodle salad. We call it gado salad, so it's got peanut butter in it. You can use your non-peanut butter, your almond butter, whatever. You want to use some kind of nut butter. And you can set it out on the table like this. So this is ramen noodles.
Oh, good old-fashioned university. Here I come.
5 for $1. Remember those sales?
Yeah, man.
Oh man, that you'd eat for a week. So you throw out the seasoning packet. That is just full of garbage. You don't need that. But the noodles, they cook in what, 2 minutes?
Really easy.
Cook the noodles and then chill them, and so then you've got this bowl of noodles. Then you cook some green beans and chill them, so they're ready here. Sliced cucumbers, tomatoes. So here you can you can do it. Now you just make a little very easy sauce. So
our gado sauce. So this is Thai inspired, yes?
It's actually Indonesian.
Indonesian.
Okay. So a little brown sugar, so we're going to do a little bit of sweet, a little bit of sour, lime juice. The brown sugar is going to dissolve. That was just water I threw in there.
Yeah, okay.
You know, I think you probably have water at your house.
I have some water.
That's good. It's good.
We have it. Comes right out of the faucet.
Yeah, I call that the dispenser. Now, this is fish sauce, but you know, you should just call this flavor sauce.
Yes.
Because
you don't need a lot either.
No, you don't. And honestly, if a kid hears fish sauce, they're probably going to run to the other room and say, I am not touching that, right? So flavor sauce, you hide the bottle. No problem. Now, you can make it spicy or not, or you can just put that on the table for the adults, or I know some kids like spicy food. Mine does.
Yeah.
And then you take your natural peanut butter.
That's great that Thomas likes the spice, huh?
I know.
He got your palate.
I guess so. And you know, when I was pregnant, all I wanted was fruit and spicy food.
Okay.
So, I don't know. Anyway, so could you whisk that for me?
No problem.
So as you can see also here, we I did have to turn the stove on to cook the beans and the noodles, but otherwise this is kind of no cook. Yeah. So this is the kind of thing you could definitely assemble earlier, or if everybody's going off to choir practice and Girl Guides and whatever they're doing, they can have this at different stages. For the adults, you just toss everything in a bowl, drizzle it with the lovely sauce. I enjoy a hard-boiled egg on top of mine.
Oh, yeah.
Little extra hit of protein. Delicious, easy,
beautiful,
fantastic.
Yeah, no, I love stuff like that. That you just throw it all together, assemble it, and people can eat it when they need to eat it. Because you're right, everyone's got a different activity to do every night. And you might not have the same schedule, eating schedule. And okay, so now we got the beef stir fry.
Yes. Now this is a classic stir fry. Okay, so I'm going to show you, like, this is a classic stir fry method. Yeah. And you can customize this again. So beef, sliced beef, a little bit of hoisin sauce. You can use this same sauce on chicken, pork, tofu, whatever you like.
Okay.
Sesame oil.
What kind of beef did you use?
This is top sirloin.
Okay.
You know what? I would say not too expensive, not too cheap. Somewhere in the middle.
All right.
Chili flakes. Should we go for it?
Do it.
Okay. So the chili flakes go in. The pan.
Love those.
You know how much I love having my pan preheated? I think this has been preheating since Leanne was putting on backpacks. So this is going to be nice and hot. And because there's sesame oil in there, I don't need to put any oil. Okay. And that is going to sizzle.
Yeah, that's
good. That's good. That's good times. So this cooks really quickly. Now the thing with the stir fry is you got to have everything ready before you start, because it honestly happens in 5 minutes.
It's all about the prep.
It's all about the prep.
When it comes to a stir fry.
So you're going to put some cornstarch into some beef broth.
Okay.
And you always add the cornstarch to the liquid, and then you whisk. Okay. And what's going to happen is the cornstarch is going to dissolve in the liquid, but once we cook it with the vegetables and the beef, it's going to make the thick sauce.
Yep.
So that is how you make a stir fry. Now I'm just getting a little bit of color on this.
You want to brown it a little bit before you start adding everything else.
Just a little.
The whole thing is timing with your stir fry,
Exactly.
is it not?
And that's why you have to have everything ready. Now you see this beef isn't actually fully cooked.
Yeah.
That's all right. We're gonna put the pan back on the stove, add a little bit of oil, add the vegetables. Now again, if Sydney won't eat carrots, not in this life, not in the next life, never again.
Won't touch them.
You don't have to put carrots in because the last thing you want is for dinner to be a power struggle, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Like, you want to be able to have a pleasant experience, talk to your children, talk to your spouse, and you know what? They're going to win. I can tell you.
They're going to win because you want them to eat something.
He doesn't even talk yet, and if he wants a grape, nothing else will do except a grape, right?
It's the grape.
Like, yeah. Anyway.
You just substitute whatever vegetable, and if you're eating that vegetable all the time, I don't really care. As long as you're eating a vegetable. Whatever vegetable they'll eat.
This goes in. Those vegetables aren't cooked, but I don't really care right now.
That's all right.
And then this is going to stir up together, and so that cornstarch and beef broth is going to mix together, form a beautiful, rich, creamy sauce. You serve this over rice noodles, over rice. Put it in a lettuce wrap. That's always really fun.
Yeah, very low, very high protein as well.
Exactly. And then a couple of cashews on top for some crunch, if you like.
And you're done.
And you're done.
Healthy dinner. Good stuff.
Exactly.
We're putting these recipes on our website. That's
Always.
citylove.ca. Thank you, Claire. Let's go to break. It's Family Day. Stay with us.